So within the last area of the catacombs, originally when you would walk through this door, it would trigger an event where the door will shut behind the player and will spawn an enemy to fight. This still will happen, but now once the player defeats this enemy, the gate here will open back up to allow the player to backtrack to the previous areas to which involves this new change to the puzzle. So we'll walk through here. See that the gate is shut behind us and enemies have spawned. So we'll try and attack it. Like so. Which then kills it. And then, once doing that, that shall open up the gate to allow us to backtrack. Now, with the puzzle itself, the main change to this is now, instead of there being one podium that the player must place the correct relic on or artifact, there's another three, and each of them have a different symbol on them, which must have the corresponding relic placed on correctly. So, as you'll see, most of them for now are within each of these graves. So open up all of them, and then the player must basically pick each of these up and place them on their corresponding podiums. And if they place it on the wrong one, basically nothing happened, and they'll have to make sure that they change it up to the correct podiums to allow everything to work. So I'll put the cross on this one. Then we've got the disc here. So within the actual game, the final version with the better models and everything, basically each of these icons that you see here, these artifacts, will be actual like Christianity artifacts that were said to be in the Bible. So like a goblet and a cross and whatnot. So, or the apple of Eden and everything. So, to actually make it suit the theme of the game. So, as you'll see, is that we've placed three of the artifacts on, but when we look in this one, this grave, it is missing an artifact, which means to the player that it is somewhere within, possibly within this area or within the previous areas, which makes them go and hunt for it and backtrack it, leading to more gameplay. So just make the player come back down, look through and look for behind the gates, behind the podiums to see if there's anything. Even to look here, maybe even on top of some of the graves to see if it was hidden in there. And to eventually lead them back to the starting area. and they may or may not see it actually when they first spawn in, or they'll do what I've done now, where they've gone to the last area and then had to backtrack to the first area. But then they'll find this little artifact here, and basically they'll have to pick it up and take it with them back to the last area and place it on the podium. So we have it with us here. Go up these stairs. And then place it on the last podium to destroy the cage and open the gate for the player, which allows them to pick up the key and then progress and transition back to the church entrance.